Hi guys, welcome to yet another edition of Football Family Feuds. And today I'll be focusing on our youth team and their magnificent 7-0 victory over Wolverhampton Wanderers yesterday. And I'll be focusing on one player in particular, and that is the guy called Tino Anjorin. So I had the pleasure of watching the boys play the Youth Cup fifth round or fourth round against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Um, Wolverhampton Wanderers actually should have taken the lead. They had a penalty, and their player tried to be a little bit too clever, and with his little chip, but it didn't come off, and it made him look a bit silly, as our goalkeeper just caught the ball. But after that, it was just all Chelsea, and we humiliated Wolves. Some of it was Wolves' own fault, especially the fourth goal, I think, with the poor back pass by the poor pass out by the goalkeeper. But we saw a lot of good play from Chelsea. So plaudits have to go to Marcel Lewis for his hat trick. I thought Broja led the line really well. He looks like a promising centre forward. But the guy on everyone's lips is Tino Anjorin. This guy is a beast. He made the first goal for Matson, the little slide rule pass to him. A good finish by Matson. But that third goal was what he's all about. Pace, power, touch, skill, and a little deft finish at the end. So this guy looks to be the next big thing to be coming out of our youth academy. It was like when you're playing with a bunch of kids in the playground where you get the ball, you just beat 3 or 4 of them and just slot the ball in the back of the net. Or it was so easy for him. He's just too good for this age group. Is he the real deal? We'll only find out once he starts to play men's football, because as I said, this level is just doesn't show a true reflection of what he's about, because it's just too easy for him. Very similar in style to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He's got that same build, good creativity, good power. So it'll be interesting to see him and Loftus-Cheek in the same team, actually. In about 4 or 5 years' time, what I'd like to see is Billy Gilmore playing in that sort of Fabregas role, with these two marauding midfielders playing either side of him in a 4-3-3. That would be a sight to behold. Yeah, because what this Chelsea side is kind of lacking at the moment is physical strength in the middle of the park, because we've got a lot of good technical midfielders. But if you look at the first team, you look at Jorginho's not the strongest. Kovacic, he's strong, but he's not the biggest physically, although he can put himself about a bit. Same with N'Golo Kante. He can put himself about a bit, but because of his stature, his size, he again can sometimes get brushed off the ball. But and obviously set plays, as you can see, because we haven't got that height in the midfield, sometimes we concede a lot through set plays. But with Loftus-Cheek and this guy Anjorin, they are big powerhouse players. And as I said, when you've got a player who's physically strong but also got that nice deft touch and skill, then I think in the Premier League, that's what works. So I'm really going to keep a close eye on this boy. I'm not sure what the best thing to do with him is. Would it be better for his progression if he went on loan somewhere, maybe had a loan to a championship club, just to give him a year to play against big men? Or do we kind of integrate him into the side now? Tricky one. Personally, I think maybe a season out on loan, and then bring him back next season, because obviously we've got Loftus-Cheek coming back. I think, yeah, a season on loan in the Championship toughen him up even more, he'll come back ready to tackle the Premier League. But it's looking really positive at the moment. As I said, we keep producing these fantastic players in our youth academy. And that sort of begs the question, because with our youth, we're really good at identifying young players, whether it be from abroad or from this country. We 7 FA Cup, youth FA Cups in the last 10 years speaks volumes. We are by far the best academy in England, if not the world. But so what baffles me is that we've got excellent scouts when it comes to getting these young players in. But when it comes to finding ready-made players for the first team who are not like your world-class players, then we kind of struggle with that. So, for instance, when have we picked up a Robertson, for instance, or a Dele Alli, or a Maddison? Somebody from somebody else's academy who's played 2 or 3 years of lower league football, but who can come in straight away and do a job. We're kind of too focused on getting these world-class players, and so I think we need a scouting network now who can get somebody, these players who are already experienced, who can come in, play in our first team, do a job, and become the next superstar. So, youth scouts, talk to the people who are scouting our senior players, please, and they can learn a thing or two from the way that you do your scouting. Let me know what you think of Anjorin. Do you think that he's going to make it at Chelsea? Do you think he should be integrated into the side from now, or do you think a loan spell will be better for his progression? And let me know of any other young players that you've impressed with, who you think are going to make the breakthrough into the first team. I'd be interested to know your thoughts. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all post notifications, and I'll see you on the next video.